Now this is the $83.95 Rotate MD-11 passenger airliner, and it's known as the most realistic rendition of the MD-11 for any flight simulator, which scares me because the MD-11 has its features, known as a plane that's kind of hard to land and, especially land smoothly. Today I'm going to find out whether I can handle the beast of MD-11 and check out whether this add-on is worth it. I mean, a while ago we checked out the MD-11 as a cargo version, but only recently Rotate came out with the passenger version for this airplane, and they simulate lots of stuff. Lots of it. Now, we are rocking the Swiss International Airlines livery, but there's tons of more liveries that Rotate ships this airplane with, so that's nice for the price. Let's take a look into the cockpit, which looks very worn. Look at those switches here. This plane is more of a time capsule. The MD-11 really doesn't fly around, especially as a passenger airliner anymore, mainly only as cargo nowadays. Maybe this is because pilots struggle to keep the airplane up. No, sorry. All right, let's see if I can even turn on the MD-11. I mean, this is a 90s aircraft, meaning it's, quite modern. Look, we have the glass instruments. This airplane is quite automated, and it has this nice mix between, a plane that you don't have to completely suffer to fly, like the DC-10 would probably be, but it's not like a single push-button airplane like modern Airbuses, for example. Let's go ahead and turn this plane on. Where do we even start? Can Swiss Air 1 turn on the MD-11? That's a good question. So, of course, here's the battery. Turn that on. Good, we can hear that. Sound design, not bad. Now, of course, that doesn't turn on the instruments just yet.
Autopilot.
Okay, we've got that alert. Well, I do like this plane. I don't like the sound that it made. The call-outs mainly are kind of depressing always. Anyway, I'm trying to find the APU here.
Autopilot.
Shut up. Honestly, this would probably make a sick techno remix.
Autopilot.
All right, APU's here. Do it. Start. And we can hear the APU turn on. We see. And that's nice about this add-on. The APU door has opened for the exhaust. Now, as you can see, the chocks are set right now, so this plane probably won't move. We'll have to go into this tablet right here to, release the chocks. But perhaps we can, toggle things. Open the doors, for example. Yes, look, we've got some stairs coming on. We've got some doors opening. My question is, where did the doors go now? They just kind of disappear. That's funny. Maybe this airplane identifies as a Boeing after all. But, well, you may think that. But something interesting about the MD-11 is when we go into the cabin here, by the way, we have this nice mirror. We're vampires, so it doesn't really work. And I've never seen this before or even noticed this. The doors have a very interesting opening mechanism in the MD-11. They come up into the fuselage. Let's go ahead and put them down again so we have a better view. Look, look, look. Here we can see. Look, it's coming down. Isn't that smart? Why don't airplane manufacturers do that anymore? I don't know what the benefits are. This seems like a design that's more failureable, because that seems quite complicated than just having a door that opens to the outside. I mean, it practically makes no difference. Anyway, now the APU's turned on. Let's go ahead and turn on the generator. APU power available. Yes, and it worked. And we see the instruments are coming on as they should. We hear lots of that APU noise. Let's go ahead and align this airplane right now on the IRS, which doesn't mean that we pay tax. Cargo fire, cabin smoke. Oh, it's MD-11. It's used to that. Look, airplane very quickly aligns here, knows its position. Let's turn on the APU air, leave the packs off. And this is interesting. We can adjust the amount of air that goes through the cabin by how many passengers are inside of our airplane. It's funny, we can set 500 passengers. That's quite realistic. I mean, if Ryder was to ever operate this plane, that would probably be good. This is the first class, which really shows us aviation has come a long way with modern first classes. I mean, look at the screens here. This is the cabin. Indeed, it looks very blue. So that's what that is. We've got the sort of business class cabin right here, which in modern business class terms would be just humiliation. This is the economy class, which hasn't really changed over the years. I just wonder, why does the economy class have screens and the business class doesn't? Are they not entitled to entertainment? That's some sort of a tax the rich version of airplane. This video is going downhill. Let's go ahead and turn on the engines finally. Got enough fuel there. Let's go and turn on the pumps. That should work. And here is the engine ignition system. I think so. Let's go and start the engine here. Start valve is on. So that is good. We can see some N2 compressions coming on. Let's go ahead and get some fuel in there. Yes, like every airplane, this plane turns on. Probably gonna blow away some of those. All right, look at that. Spinach in the engine. And doesn't the front of this airplane just look interesting? I always found the nose to be very cute. Okay, there it is. Engine is turning on. Let's indeed also turn on the left the center engine number 2. And that's coming on nicely. Let's put on fuel and also turn on engine number 3 because I think the APU should be able to handle that. It isn't. One engine at a time. All right, engine number 3, turning on 2. Now we could do this professionally by entering a route on this beautiful MCDU, which is always, I mean, it's old, so like it takes a second to load each page. It's like talking to a stupid person. I have to like, load things. Okay, let's go and turn on the right engine. And the good thing is nearly every switch works here. Look, this works. We can set that up. This is a high fidelity aircraft indeed. Something that doesn't work though is the circuit breakers, but that's kind of the only switches that don't work. And they're maybe a little bit useless anyway. How does the evacuation horn sound like? I just wonder. Okay, sounded good. Sounds like McDonald's. And you can see, yes, in the cabin, the evacuation lights are on. That's kind of nice. See, it's important to have these kind of details in case you crash, which might just happen on this plane. Okay, shut up. Engines are all nice and on. Let's turn on the packs right now. That is perfect. These guys are going crazy. And in terms of procedures, this airplane won't let you down. I mean, testing the cockpit voice recorder works. Look. I don't know what that means, but I guess it means it works. Erase because we've said something racist or homophobic or sexist. Anyway, let's go ahead and I think we're ready. I don't know how to turn off the APU. Hello, maybe just pull that. There we go. Just distinguish the APU right there. All right, the beautiful engines are on now. We can put the flaps down. And the flap design is so interesting on the MD-11. Safety problems. The MD-11 had problems with its flight control system that have resulted in multiple incidents since the aircraft introduction. The initial design of the slat and flap lever in the cockpit left it prone to being accidentally dislodged by crew in flight, which is why it was redesigned later on. But what I find interesting is that you can set the flap to 0 degrees, which I have no idea why that is. Why would you do that? I guess that's for safety, but you can set it to dial A flap, which means now that we set it, we can actually set it to a very random position. We want 15 or 14.5 degrees. We can set that all the way over to 25 degrees. I have no idea why you would want to have this flap setting at 12.5 degrees, but it works. Still don't know why, but it works. That's the fun fact about this airliner. Let's go and release the parking brake, and that shuts off the light. Now we have some problem in the inertial reference system, but doesn't matter. Plane knows where it is. Let's go take off. Shut up. A little bit loud compared to modern airplanes for sure, but here we go. We are able to taxi here out of this airport, and we'll figure, what is the MD-11's performance like. Right now we're running with quite a lot of weight. Very realistic configuration as well. Let's see if we're able to oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I might have put in a little bit too much power there. Okay, don't worry, MD-11. Now, I'm pretty sure those CF6 engines have warmed up. I always wondered why McDonnell Douglas never used just 2 engines on this airplane. Maybe we would still see it alive, to be honest. All right, here we go. Looking good. I find the brakes quite unresponsive on this plane. Hello? I've got no brakes. Help. This plane just won't brake. Hello? My brake test it's generally not braking. It's got enough landing gear to do so, but okay. We just shouldn't do a rejected takeoff. Let's just use this menu right here and take off with the MD-11 and see if we can even fly here. I mean, so far, I'm quite proud this has worked. We've got a million problems here. Got a million problems. More problems. Plane is kind of screaming at us, but don't worry about it. Airspeed is alive. Flap is 12.5 degrees. We're now at 80 knots. All is looking fine. Oh, we've got more problems. The engines are very much running high. Let's take off the MD-11, I think. Good. Nose landing gear already coming up. Let's not do a tail strike. This airplane doesn't really... God damn it. As you can see, this is all working fine. The MD-11 has plenty of performance. I mean, look, it has sharkless right here. That means it's a very sophisticated airplane. Talking about being sophisticated, this add-on is really great. I mean, look at all the different things we can do. Fuel dumping. Oh, masks? Can we drop those masks? Drop the mask! Corona time! Okay, that doesn't work. So in case of rapid depressurization, everyone would just die. Okay. I wonder if the ditching mode works. Ditching mode, obviously also known from the Airbus A320 plane, for example. It is the mode where it lets you land on water a little bit better. Well, not necessarily land, but stay on water better. So what it does is it closes the whole cabin bleed from the outside, isolating the plane, making sure that there's no water coming inside of it. Kind of like a water seal. And it seems to work. Like it makes an effect here. That's kind of nice. Now for this takeoff, I'm a little bit scared about landing this plane. Generally, landing this plane is quite scared of whenever I talk to MD-11 pilots, they say this plane is specifically hard to land. It's not very stable, but it especially needs a lot of speed to land. It's a very speed-needing aircraft, which is why we completely crashed there on takeoff. I guess McDonald's tried to counteract that with using 50 degrees of flaps, which is quite a lot. And it probably does help, so let's try doing that. I just hope that the brakes work now. Look. Even though we pulled 50 degrees of flaps, we still need 150 knots of speed here. We're all the way into the flap. Jesus Christ. Look, this is insane. 150 knots? This is the reason why this plane likes to bounce a lot on landing as well. Oh wow, you need a lot of speed. Look at how this airplane struggles. All right, let's try to land her smoothly, which is once again quite an impossible task, to be honest. All right, quick landing here. 170 knots, we're very fast now. Holy moly. Okay, and we don't have the longest runway. I think this might be the shortest runway this plane should be able to fly to. Look. Shh. Okay. All right, come on. Let's not crash her this time. This plane's genuinely hard to land. Let's keep it at a higher speed, perhaps. I guess the flaps 50 doesn't really make it easier. It's not really recommended to use it all the time, but I can imagine this plane like in a crosswind is probably horrible. All right, there we go. Looks good. Runway is down there. Let's make it smooth. It's not smooth. It's not smooth at all. Help! Help! All right, that was the usual MD-11 landing. Good. Now, the good thing is that we've got reverse thrust on all those three engines. Quite a good stopping performance there, to be honest. We're going fully into the brakes. We kind of need them, which makes them go on fire, actually, as well. But they're very much on fire. But there we go. We have done it with full braking action. We were able to land at this runway, quite barely. So everybody, MD-11, this plane is great. It's definitely high fidelity, very, very fun to fly. I can't wait to use it in a live stream or something to do a full flight and see, can I really tame the beast of the autopilot? Of course, this plane can land itself too if it needs to. Probably that's going to be harder. But so far, nice. Look, rotates. So everybody, thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. By the way, a nice detail I found here in the ditching mode is that it actually closes all the doors. I have no idea what this door is for, but of course that one is also sealed as soon as you turn on ditching. So that's a good detail. So good night again. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finer, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.